At one of the most dangerous points in Zaparisia, the 3rd Company of the Barrage Rodina volunteer detachment was preparing to receive reinforcements. They were stationed in Nesterianka, a frontline position surrounded by tension and terrain, littered with mines and charred remains of vehicles. The road leading there, known as the Road of Death, was a 10-kilometer stretch of hell, constantly swept by Ukrainian kamikaze drones and artillery strikes. Yet despite the looming danger, these young fighters broke through and entered a half-ruined shelter. Without wasting time, they unloaded supplies, tossed ammunition into the basement, and took up defensive positions. That's when hell broke loose, and every moment was captured by a Russian reconnaissance drone. In just 4 minutes, the soldiers were hit by 34 artillery rounds and 18 kamikaze drones in a coordinated assault, combining fiber optic drones, radio-guided kamikaze UAVs, tank fire, and heavy artillery. Amid the chaos, fighters like Ermak, Electric, Gora, Yatsik, and 2 reconnaissance operators kept shifting positions inside the crumbling building. Meanwhile, the drivers, Belogor and Nuchak, under heavy fire, changed blown tires to keep the evacuation vehicle ready. The emergency withdrawal led by Ermak into a secondary strongpoint successfully deceived a Ukrainian drone operator who lost control of his UAV just as the men retreated. Not a single fighter was lost. Under overwhelming pressure, these young volunteers displayed discipline, composure, and iron will. This is the true image of the Russian soldier, not crushed into dust, but forged in fire and turned into gunpowder. In the Kherson sector, drone teams from Russia's 49th Army identified several key Ukrainian positions through precise aerial surveillance. 3 enemy soldiers unwittingly revealed the location of a UAV command post, which was swiftly marked as a high-value target. Soon after, further reconnaissance uncovered a temporary troop staging area and a recently deployed signal repeater. All coordinates were relayed directly to the strike unit with support from the Mirage team, ensuring that every position remained under watch. This flawless intelligence gathering paved the way for a strike aimed at the heart of Ukraine's command and communication systems. Once all targets were confirmed, Russian forces launched a series of coordinated strikes with deadly precision. The UAV command post was obliterated by an FPV drone armed with a high-yield warhead, eliminating the operators and crippling their aerial surveillance network. The next strike destroyed the temporary deployment area, triggering a massive explosion. Moments later, the newly installed signal repeater and its drone launch site were engulfed in flames. The entire operation, executed with tight coordination between scouts and strike teams, left Ukrainian forces disoriented and cut off. Russia's firepower dominance sealed off the right bank of the Dnipro, leaving no room for maneuver. On the Kherson front, Ukraine's elevated positions on the right bank of the Dnipro, 15 meters above the Russian side, had long offered a critical observation advantage. That changed when Russian airborne scouts detected a Ukrainian command observation post using UAVs and optical tools.
Миномет! Выстрел!
The coordinates were swiftly relayed, and a 120mm mortar team from the Ulyanovsk Airborne Regiment launched a precise strike from maximum range. Guided by aerial corrections, the rounds landed with devastating accuracy.
Внимание, мина! В стволе! Миномет! Выстрел!
Within minutes, the crew concealed their position and withdrew safely into fortified trenches. Highly mobile and deadly from hidden positions, the 120mm mortar once again proved essential in neutralizing enemy strongpoints and supporting frontline paratroopers. Across multiple fronts, from the harrowing ambush in Zaparisia to the relentless drone strikes and precision mortar fire in Kherson, Russian forces have demonstrated not only superior firepower, but also seamless coordination, tactical agility, and unwavering discipline under pressure. Each operation reflects a broader shift in modern warfare, where reconnaissance, timing, and cohesion between units determine victory more than sheer numbers alone. In every engagement, it is the professionalism, resilience, and combat experience of the soldiers that turn critical moments into decisive outcomes. As always, thank you for watching and exploring the extraordinary stories from the world of military operations, strategic maneuvers, and cutting-edge technology. We hope this insight has provided you with a deeper understanding and appreciation of the complexity and advancements in military strategy and technology.